Right, I'm going to do the 7-stage cobra now. It's important to know the stages of the cobra so as we know which ones we want to do if there's a cobra, the sphinx included in a sequence. So I might say to you, do your version. So your version might be your arms extended along the floor. Your version might be your arms extended along the floor but one hand's length back. Your version might be that your hands are here for the sphinx, or they're here for the next stage of the sphinx, or it might be that you come down with the hands below the shoulders for the cobra, okay? And then from there we'll go into the 6th and 7th stage of the cobra, which I'm doing because I think you would enjoy it. It wouldn't necessarily be anything we would include in a sequence unless it's a sequence I've put together specifically. Okay, so if you have a hernia, peptic ulcer, hyperthyroidism, you've had recent abdominal surgery, you're prone to back spasms, then I would never go to the one which is the cobra, which is the hands below the shoulders. I would go to the sphinx, or I would go to the one where we have the arms extended along the floor, or a hand's length closer. Okay, they're the ones I would go to if I was you, if you've got back issues, particularly lumbar back spine issues, because whenever we go through the 7 stages, you'll find that initially we're working the upper back, and then gradually we'll begin to work further down, and you begin to be aware of what's for you, and that's where you go to, and you don't go any further. And if you find that even where you've got to is a wee bit much, then you rewind and go to a stage before. Okay, when I'm lying down you might not see my hands along the floor, but this will be the first position, and then the second position will be to this, and then we'll be going beyond that. Okay, so you could just bear with me. I've tried my best to fit the whole lot on the mats, but whether it'll happen or not I don't know. Okay, so just being aware if you're contraindicated, and even if you aren't contraindicated, being aware of how you feel when you're doing this today. Okay, so the first stage of the cobra, we're just going to bring our arms out at shoulder distance apart. Okay, we're going to relax the head down on the mat. We're going to have the feet resting on the floor, and we're going to have the legs and the feet hip width apart. We're going to breathe in and breathe out, engage the core. And then we're just breathing easily. We're going to stretch through the spine, all the way through the spine until we get to about shoulder blade level. And then we're going to breathe in and draw the crown towards me, and draw the nose and the chin forward, and just come up. And drawing the palms of the hands into the floor. Well done, just drawing the palms of the hands into the floor, and you can feel the upper back working. Okay, and then breathing out, just lengthening the neck, softening through the arms, and just relaxing back down. Just relaxing there just for a moment, keeping the feet relaxed, keeping the legs hip width, and being aware that we're using the core for this and the muscles in the back. We're going to bring those hands a wee bit closer. We're keeping the arms the same distance apart, shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring the fingertips to the heel of both hands. We're going to leave the fingertips there and draw the heels of the hands closer to the body. The elbows are slightly bent and they're kind of relaxed out. And we're breathing in again, breathing out, engaging the core. Stretching through the spine, getting to shoulder blade level, drawing the crown forward, dragging the nose and the chin along the floor, and gently coming up. And this time as we come up, our arms are up off the floor. Okay, the forearms are up off the floor. And breathing out, and gently coming down, releasing the arms back to the floor, lengthening the neck and relaxing down again. Relaxing just for a moment there, just letting the head relax in the mat, and a wee cushion might be under your forehead, that's more comfortable. And then we're going to slide the right hand to the corner of the right eye, just a wee bit out from there, and the left hand to the corner of the left eye, and we're tucking the elbows really close into the ribs, and the thumbs are just the corner of the eyes, okay? Tucking in really closely, relaxing the head down. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core. Breathing easily, stretching through the spine, very subtly stretching through the spine, the head's still down. So get to shoulder blade level, drawing the nose and the chin along the floor, crown towards me, and bringing it up. And this is the one where we need to adjust. So you make sure that you bring your elbows really close in. You make sure your forearms are coming out at shoulder distance apart, not any closer, and drawing the sternum through. Okay, feeling tall. So you're way down here, slide those elbows forward so they're right below your shoulders. And just bring it through. Well done. Drawing the forearms into the mat, drawing the hands into the mat, feeling the upper back working really well. Feel those muscles working. Now only do that for as long as it's comfortable for you. And then we're just going to relax the head down at this point. We're not going to bring the whole of the body down. We're going to bring the fingertips to the heel of the hands. We're going to draw the heels of the hands back so the elbows are a wee bit further back. And we're going to be in the Sphinx in that position, which is more challenging. So if that's not for you, then slide forward so the elbows are below the shoulders again. But if that's for you, then the fingers are the heels of the hand, and then draw the heel of the hand back. Okay? And just gently releasing the elbows out, and lengthening the neck, and just relaxing the head down. Just letting the arms relax by your sides just for a moment. And then we're going to place the right hand below the right shoulder, left below the left shoulder. We're tucking the elbows in again. Now this time as we come up, our forearms are going to come up off the floor, and we're going to keep our belly button where it is, okay? So at this moment in time, you should be relaxing. Even if you hear that I'm looking at you, you relax. With your head on the floor or on a cushion, your forehead relaxed, your body relaxed. Breathe in, breathe out. Always engage the core before we start. Relaxing the forehead down. Breathing easily, subtly stretching through each vertebra of the spine till you get to shoulder blade level, and then draw the crown towards me, draw the nose and the chin along the floor, and just bring the head up. Bring the head up. Now we're keeping our belly button down. It's easier to go like this, but we're not doing this. Keep the belly button down, and forearms are off the floor now. And if you're feeling that's too much for you, go back to the Sphinx or one of the ones with the arms extended along the floor in front. So you really feel the lower back working now. Okay, so this is a cobra. The forearms are up off the floor. So if we're doing a sequence with the cobras involved, you think, that's too challenging for me, go to one of the stages. Have a wee revision of this sequence and decide which part you want to do. Okay, and just gently releasing. Just releasing back down. Lengthening the neck, relaxing the arms. Letting the arms relax by your side. Relaxing on either a cushion at your forehead, on your chin or on your forehead. And just let your arms relax by your side. Going to bring the hands together, interlace the fingers. The thumbs are in the very base of the back. Now it's up to you how you feel. You might want to bend the elbows a wee bit. You might want to extend your arms down your back. You decide. But your hands have come together like this, and behind your back, palms together, interlace fingers, and the thumbs are against the lower back. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core. Stretching through the spine as we breathe easily. Get to shoulder blade level, bring the head forward, the chin, the neck, breathe in and come up. Drop the shoulders back. Feel the lower back really working. And breathing out and come down. Just relax down. Breathe in, breathe out, engage the core. Bring the hands together again, interlace the fingers, have the thumbs at the lower back. Either let the arms be bent or let them be extended down the back. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging the core. Lengthening up through the spine, subtly lengthening, working your way through the spine as if a wee river of lights travelling through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Then breathing in as you get to shoulder blade level, bring the head up. Bring the arms up behind you and release. So I'm going to take you through that again without speaking, and we're going to remember that we are visualising a lovely light flowing up through the spine as we stretch through each vertebra and we breathe easily. Okay? Just being aware of going to where you want to go. And just finish by getting into the pose of the child, right hand below right shoulder, left hand below left, and just relax into the pose of the child. Just breathing into the lower back, widening the knees if you like, and just relaxing down. Breathing into the lower back, breathing out, just easing out the lower back. Bring the knees back to hip width and slowly uncurling, keeping the hips on the heels and just slowly uncurling. As I say, the cobra and the sphinx are the ones that would usually come into a sequence. So they're the ones where you begin either, sphinx would be here and your cobra would be the one here with the forearms coming up off the floor. So get practicing so that you know which one you would like to use within any sequences we do. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. A lovely one just for getting the energy moving from the base of the spine through and for strengthening through the muscles of the back. And the sphinx itself and the cobra, they're all very strong to help you feel strong and get the energy moving from the base so we hold all that anxiety. Has got to be good at a time like this. So I hope it helps.